I'm going to put the bearings on this centre differential, but one thing you should know is that before you fit the bearings you want to make sure all the clearances are right, because once them bearings are on there, well, they're a little bit tricky to get off without damaging them. They are possible, but tricky. Now I made this little little device here out of an old bearing with another one tack welded onto the top. The reason for that, it goes over the top of here and it allows the bearing to be pressed under the thread, you know, because sometimes you haven't got the right size bearing. So if you use that, for example, well, you wouldn't press it on deep enough, so I just extended it. But what I want to show you with this is that it doesn't really matter what order you put these bearings in, but I'm going to show you now how to check the differential to make sure that these are a good fit. So I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure on there. Now that will sort of keep that pressed down. If I want to put a bit more on, I can do. There we go. So this is your diff lock, and you want to make sure that that gear turns lovely. When you put it down the other way, that gear turns lovely. No slack, and again, no slack, no looseness. Alright, if they don't move, you've got to do something pretty serious. And what I've done before is, especially with this one here, let's take this off. There is a bush inside here. I wonder if it'll come off. Yes, it will. If I've put aftermarket gears in, sometimes I've found out that this bush here isn't bottoming on this hub here, this locking hub thing, whatever it's called. So what we've had to do at JP's shop is put this on the surface grinder and take maybe 1/1000 of an inch off here until it's a nice fit. I don't really, before we go, we'll fit this bearing onto here, and now you'll see why I've got this bearing that's going to pull off. So you can see it's tight, eh? And that still is lovely. Simple little tools that you can make yourself. So don't throw everything out, just destroy bearings and keep the inners and the outers. And like you can see down here, as I showed you before, I've got shelffuls of them, all sorts of bits and pieces that make life a bit easier. Once again, you can use the same tool to put the other bearing on. The other end on. How easy was that? That is now ready to fit.